This video is going to address how to access our trend forecasting database, WGSN. To begin, you can access the library homepage through the link in your CCS Access Manager. On the bottom left, you will find a link titled Databases A to Z. Clicking this link will take you to our list of available databases. To find WGSN, you have three options. First, you can click on the W category. Second, you can search WGSN in the search bar. And third, you can browse the popular database section on the right-hand side. Once you find and select WGSN, you may be asked to log in using your CCS ID and password. You will then arrive on the WGSN homepage. At the very top of the page, you'll notice a black menu bar. As a member of the CCS community, you will have access to the tabs titled Insights, Fashion, Interiors, and City by City. You will need to make a free account on an on-campus computer if you would like to save images, use Workspace, or Colorplay. We will cover Workspace and Colorplay later in this tutorial. Let's begin by looking at the Insight section. This particular section is extremely useful for students and faculty alike to keep on the cutting edge of trends and industry trajectories, as well as the shifting mindsets and values driving those trends. You will notice a second white menu bar below Insight, which offers different categories of insights available for you to utilize. Let's click on the first one, titled Foresight. You'll be given four options to investigate: emerging concepts, emerging mindsets, research radar, and future of. These are four different categories of relevant time-sensitive research compiled for your use. Back up at the menu bar, you will find a drop-down menu titled Future Strategies. Here you have access to macro forecasts and consumer forecasts. Under macro forecasts, you have access to big picture forecast reports, often looking forward several years. You have the ability to filter reports by generation, category, and year. Back up at the menu bar, you'll have the option to browse and filter generation-specific insight reports under the Generations drop-down bar, and industry-specific insight reports under the Industries drop-down bar. On the white menu bar, you will also have access to lifestyle forecast reports broken down by trends and strategy. The retail drop-down bar offers insight forecasts related to three different types of retail strategies: business, e-commerce, and store. Under the marketing drop-down bar, you have access to brand and marketing strategies, as well as influencer and social media reports. There is a mix of both forecasting and current trend information in these reports. That sums up our brief overview of the insight category. Now let's take a look at the fashion category. It will first take us to the fashion homepage, where on the right-hand side, you will notice the key reports. These are regularly updated as new, more relevant reports come out, and are an excellent way to browse some of the top need-to-know information in a short amount of time. If you scroll down, you will notice the fashion feed, which features daily trending fashions photos and collections with clickable hashtags. Below the fashion feed, you will find the section listing the most current reports down to the minute. So, back up at the top of the page, you will notice another white bar of drop-down options starting with Future Strategies. Under Future Strategies, you have the option to view macro forecast and product forecasts. The next category available under fashion would be the market category. Here you may select markets including women's, men's, youth, and kids. Within these categories, you have the option to select reports, feed stories, and images. When we click on the Images option, it takes us to the WGSN Fashion Image Library. This is an excellent resource and allows you ample filter options along the left-hand side. Back on the WGSN Fashion homepage, you'll notice an option to browse reports by season, located on the white menu bar under Season. The next category is titled Research and Create, and you will find a long drop-down menu with multiple options, including catwalks, color, design capsule, intelligence, key items, materials and textiles, print and graphics, and sustainability. You have the option to find reports used on the category of fashion and accessories under the category drop-down menu. These categories include accessories, active, apparel, denim, footwear, intimates, and swimwear. The next category under fashion is the buying and retail drop-down menu. Here you can access reports around analytics, brands, buyer's briefing, retail and e-commerce, and sourcing. One of the most exciting resources available under the fashion page can be found under the Images drop-down menu. Here you will find Catwalk Gallery, Catwalks Live, Image Library, and Street Style. If you click on any of these options, you'll be taken to an image gallery. These images can be downloaded or saved to your workspace account. You'll find that below the images with these icons. You can create a new folder and save it there. To view your saved images in Workspace, we can go back to the fashion page and scroll to the very bottom, where you'll see Workspace. This can only be accessed at the bottom of the Fashions or Interior page. Here you can see some of my photos already saved. That largely sums up our fashion section. The next major section of WGSN is Interiors, which is located on the black menu bar at the top of the site. The Interiors homepage is set up similar to the Fashion homepage, where the key reports are located on the top right, the Interiors image feed on the middle, and the latest reports on the bottom of the page. Also similar to the Fashion page, one of the first category options is titled Future Strategies and offers macro forecast, product forecast, and design futures. The next major interior category is unique to this topic and is titled CMF. This drop-down menu offers insights into color, materials, print and pattern, and sustainability. This is a unique and extremely useful resource for many of our design majors. It can be applied across the board in every creative industry. The next major category is Interiors Product Design. This category has quite a few subcategories, which you can see from the drop-down menu. Each one of these subcategories has extensive reports and insights. One of the most significant sections in Interiors is the Interior Design drop-down menu. Here you will find a breakdown of different categories and applications of interior design, including living spaces, health and wellness, hospitality, transport and mobility, walls and floors, and work in public spaces. You can filter this content by selecting reports, feed stories, or images. Back at the top of the page is the option to view reports on Interiors Retail. Here you will find reports on buying, retail and e-commerce, and visual merchandising. Here again, you may filter content by report, feed story, or image. You also have access to the Trade Shows tab, which you will find next to the Retail tab. The Trade Show tab offers you the chance to keep up to date on the current shows and festivals happening concerning interiors. A significant portion of the interior section is the farthest right drop-down menu titled Design Resources. This tab is how you can access the color library and WGSN original artwork. The color library is a great tool for all members of our CCS community, as it allows you to pull and compare different color samples from various color systems to create your own palette. This can be done by browsing the format option on the left-hand side. These samples can be saved to your Workspace account or downloaded. Again, you can access Workspace by scrolling all the way down to the bottom of the page under the Fashion or Interior section. While we are here, let's take a look at the Color Play tool. Similar to the Workspace tool, Color Play can only be accessed by scrolling to the very bottom of the Fashion or Interiors homepage. Clicking on Color Play will take you to this page. Here you can explore and assemble your own color swatches using various color systems. On the left-hand side of the page, you will see the option Choose Library. This option will open a drop-down menu listing the different color systems available for you to choose from. Beneath this option, you can search for a specific color or toggle the bar to land on a color range of interest. A range of color options will show below the toggle bar, where you can select and drag onto your color swatch. Once you have assembled your color swatch, you have the option to print, download, or save your swatch to Workspace. This is an excellent opportunity to assemble a color swatch from various color systems. Again, you can access Workspace at the bottom of the Fashion or Interiors pages. The last section we will explore today will be titled City by City. You can find City by City located back up at the top black menu bar. Here you can access key reports and cultural research on city development and trends across the globe. You may browse the Core Cities tab and find city by city guides to many of the world's major urban centers. The Cultural Research tab offers reports and articles highlighting cultural happenings and trends by geographical areas. And finally, the Inspiration Cities tab offers reports on WGSN chosen cities of current relevant development and global centers of cultural creativity. That sums up our WGSN overview tutorial. If you have any questions or would like assistance in navigating this database, you're welcome to email, chat with, or visit the CCS library.